To kind of see how you fit this new scheme. Day one, just how much excitement is there because, now you're in this thing.
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, just looking at the scheme, y'all know me, I like to get to the ball. So, I mean, this is the perfect defense for me. I feel like, reading the quarterback and just break on the ball for real. So that's what my job is, here and there. I'm going to do other stuff. But, yeah, for me personally, and I feel like just all the people around us, we all love this scheme and, we're just invested into it.
You're most definitely expected to be a leader on this defense this season. How are you preparing to do that both on the field and off the field?
Yeah, just off the field, trying to lead by example, stuff like going to class, making sure I'm taking all my vitamins, just all the little stuff like that, to show everybody, I am a leader and I've been here doing things right. And, on the field, just, making plays and trying to get better. If I see some guys, not doing the right thing, then, it might be time for me, step up a little bit, tell them what I think they should do, tell them to go get advice from a coach or something like that. So, yeah, I'm just whatever I can do to help this team overall.
What do you think of this defensive scheme that they're installing? What are your early impressions of it?
Yeah, I think, it's really all I think it's all going to look the same for real. So, I mean, it's going to really confuse the other teams. I mean, we're going to line up, it's going to look the exact same, and we're going to drop out into different stuff. So, I mean, just staying consistent with what we do, I think, being very detailed in the little things and just making sure we have those right. Because, I mean, y'all know, we're not going to be running a lot of stuff. It's just how good you execute it. So, I mean, yeah.
I think there's been a lot of anticipation for this day since the bowl game because a lot changed.
Right.
It's nice to get to know the coaches and things like that, but to get to know them from this vantage point where you're on the field, how's it different?
Oh yeah, definitely. We couldn't wait to get out here and see how they yell at us, stuff like that. I mean, but yeah, seeing how they interact with us on the field. I mean, I think everybody loves them so far. I mean, we haven't had no complaints, anything small talk in the locker room, so everything going good. Coming out here and just seeing how they operate, how we go through practice and stuff like that. I feel like it's very smooth, and I feel like it's going to get the job done. So yeah, I'm very pleased.
Specifically with Coach O'Brien, I mean, we've joked with you that you're an experienced guy. I mean, he's barely he's just over 30 years old. So
right.
What's it like learning from him as the guy that's first time on the field coach?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you do, I feel like if you get this job, then you got it for a reason. So, I mean, he's in here for a reason. That's to get us better. And, we're going to pick off of him and just – this is his first time seeing us on the field. So, I mean, he's really got to watch us and see how we operate out there. So, I mean, it's new for him. It's new for us. And we're all doing our best, to win these championships.
How does this stuff maybe relate differently to you guys where, it's a younger staff, and I feel like a lot of these guys were in college not long ago playing football, so.
Right, yeah, like I said, really, I mean, if you get the job right here, and I mean, even the head coach is expecting all his coaches to get the players ready. So, I mean, I know it's a business, so, I mean, that's the way I look at it. If you're in a position, you got to be able to do the right things to execute.
How important is the spring with the new staff, just to learn everything and hit the ground running come fall?
Definitely, I think it's very important. Spring, all that, what I think, that leads into fall, just like that. So, I mean, once you get all the information down, stuff like that, you want to be able to get all that in spring. So whenever fall stuff come like that, you're out there actually playing faster, learning different formations, learning what the offense is going to do. So, yeah, spring is very important just for me and the whole team informational-wise.
Different for you where now you've got some playing time under your belt. You come in here probably feeling a little bit different as a veteran guy, as a leader, but now you have major minutes on the field.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. It's a different outlook on things, being an older guy and stuff in the room. We lose KD and Samisi, and so those were 6th and 7th year guys. So it's nice to me and OC have that kind of veteran presence in the room to get the other guys going. So, yep.
What will be your role playing on the inside, Joe?
I just want to be a smart physical backer that does his job and makes plays. So helps my team win.
Without Samisi and Kieran, then you feel like you really got to be the leader of that unit?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, me and OC, Clyde, we're all older guys. We all have experience under our belts, and I think we complement each other and help each other out in every way we can. So I think it's a really strong room all around.
From your perspective, from what you've been able to see from it so far, what's the difference having those 5 guys and just all up front?
Yeah, it's a little different not having 2 guys in the box all the time. But it's obviously worked out very well at Illinois. They know what they're doing. Coach Walters and Coach Kane have a really good system put together, and I'm excited to learn more and get more under my belt. So.
How valuable is this spring when you have a whole new staff?
Yeah, no, definitely. We gotta kind of play a little catch up at the same time. But I think they've done a really good job since they've gotten here, letting us know the system, letting us know the scheme, and, getting us very familiarized with it early on. So I think, just for being day one, I think it was a really good practice, and things are really starting to click already. So
there are a lot of hungry guys out here because everybody's got a chance to prove themselves, and everybody has to earn their position.
Yeah,
so.
no doubt. I think everyone has a chip on their shoulder. They're all ready to get to work, and we've all really bought into Coach Walter's system. The way he does things and the guys he's brought in, it's genuine, and a lot of guys have gotten behind that and are excited for what's to come.
Talk about the challenge. This is your 5th year, Jacob. This will be your 5th defensive coordinator.
Yes, sir.
So just kind of talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't think it's very common to have 5 in 5 years, but adversity, you got to do what you got to do. You got to make the most out of your situations and learn from it. Every circumstance, every different lesson you learn adds value to what you can bring to the table, and I'm grateful for it all.
Obviously a great season last year. Not a great performance in the bowl game, obviously, but a lot of situations that were surrounding that. How eager was everybody just to get back out here and get back into it?
Yeah, no doubt. We were that close. We got to play Michigan. It was something that we haven't done here in a long time, getting to the Big Ten championship, and it was exciting for all of us. And it kind of shows what we're capable of. So we're just looking to build on that and keep growing and make it even farther. So.
How much did Samisi here, and how much did they teach you about just being in college and now being in this position? What have you taken from it?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I got here, they were here. So I've been, 4 years with them. So it's been great learning from, those guys, KD, like you said, Samisi, Derek Barnes, Jalen Alexander, a lot of great guys I've been able to learn from, and just pick up little things here and there from every one of them. And it's turned me into the back I am today, and everything, every little bit helps. So I'm thankful for it all.
Maybe what do you think of some of your running back mates, in particular Tyrone Tracy getting a crack at running back?
I mean, I think it's going to be good for all of us, especially this season with these new coaches. I think we really mold well, especially with Coach Conrad. I really like him. I think he's going to do us really well. He's really focusing on ball security and just making sure that we are emphasizing getting vertical and getting those yards. So I think we're all going to be doing really well around the room.
So some of the guys that left this offseason, you've kind of been thrust into a leadership role now. Do you feel like one of the leaders on the offense, one of the guys that can stand up and guys will listen to when you talk?
I feel like I've definitely been thrust into a little bit more of a role now. Of course, I consider myself still a younger guy, of course, because there's guys that I still consider seniority over me, but I definitely take what I can, and I try and help the team as a whole from what I can do.
What have you been able to learn so far about, obviously, when Coach Harrell comes in, it's the air raid, but what have you been able to learn about the run game and what's going to come with that?
The run game, they've really been doing well about these gap schemes that we've been running, and just some of the other runs that we have, but they're trying to keep it simple so that we're not just being flooded with a whole bunch of different things that get confusing. So keeping it simple and keeping it straight, I think it's going to do us really well.
How excited are you coming back with the offensive line group, where there's a lot of guys that have playing time and experience now?
I mean, I love all those guys up front. Those are my dogs, so my hogs.
How's things changed for you? Because a year ago nobody knew who you were. Now all of a sudden people are asking you to sign Purdue football helmets for them, all kinds of stuff, and you really become a known name with Purdue football.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've gotten a little bit more attention now, but at the end of the day, I'm just me. So I mean, that's it.
Yes, sorry, go ahead. Last year was your breakout year. Obviously, you accomplished probably more goals than you would even expected to. Going off of that, what are your goals to build off of having a superstar breakout year?
Of course, it's just going up from here. Obviously, I've had more years in the making, so every year I'm just trying to be more consistent, not dropping off, and just trying to get better every year.
What's it like standing in the backfield now with Hudson Card, just getting to know him a little bit?
It's been fun so far. I mean, he's another athletic guy, so having to be able to having that throwing game, but also having the throw the run from him as well, I think is going to really mold us together really well.
You saw you riding your dirt bike. Someone told me that you were a BMX racer as a kid. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, actually, growing up, I'm trying to remember. I think I was 7 when I started BMX racing. I used to BMX race all the way up to high school. Because my dad used to BMX race. That bike that I was actually on, that was my dad's bike. It was built in 1982. So he used to do it. So he got me into it, and I really loved it.
Just what was the anticipation like to get back out on the field? First, you know these coaches now, but you wanted to see them from this vantage point.
I mean, I was just really excited to get back to playing football, getting the pads on. So I'm really excited when we actually get full pads on, we start hitting. So.
What's been a feeling in the locker room just with the transition and meeting coaches and getting a chance to perform?
It's been really positive from all of us. I mean, I think, like I said, the chemistry between all of us is really well. I really like the coaches, and they really like us, so I think it's going to work really well for all of us.
How's the old NIL game treating you? It seems like you see a lot of Devin Mockobee.
Well enough.
This defense is looking very different this year. How excited are you for this season to go up against this defense and practice every single day?
I mean, for me especially, going against a 5-down defense, that was probably the most defense that I had problems with reading with last year, so I think it's definitely going to help me specifically in the run game, having those 5 guys up front trying to read holes.
You became more of a pass catcher as the season went on last year. Now with this offense, how much more value is there to backs coming out of the backfield and being able to catch the football?
I think it doesn't really make a difference from then to now. I mean, we're always going to have to go out and catch some balls. So,
what do you got to get better at?
Me specifically, I definitely have to keep working on my size and my vision. Pretty much, I just want to put everything together and just be a complete back.
I think Sam asked this a second ago, but are there any guys that you could see emerging out of this spring practice like similar to you did last year?
I think it's too late to tell from me personally, because I've just been really focused on trying to get myself better right now. So I haven't been looking around the team a whole lot, which I feel bad about, but I don't really have an answer for that right now.
Coach Walters, I mean, obviously when he came in, he gave you a scholarship, one of the first things he did, but I think everybody quickly bought into this dude. How much, I guess, was that important to, you got to believe in him as much as he believes in you guys? So
I think it was very important that we all buy in, of course. I mean, what are you going to do if you have a coach and you aren't all in for him if he's going to be all in for you?